So this patient is a 61-year-old female with a diagnosis of MS. After getting to know this client a little bit, she expressed some concerns with her handwriting and fine motor control and strength and coordination. After we discussed those concerns, I just wanted to watch her complete some functional activities that require fine motor skills. So I watched her write a simple sentence. I wanted to see her handwriting. I watched her open up some bottles of water and opening up her pill bottles. All of these things she needs to do on a daily basis. She demonstrated that she was able to do these things pretty efficiently, but she may benefit from some adaptive equipment or technology to help her complete the tasks a little more easily. There are some pieces of equipment that would help her with her handwriting, such as something that would help her keep her pencil in her hand a little more easy. And as well as she mentioned that she sometimes uses grippers to open up her water bottles. So getting her to use those more consistently could help her do that task a little more independently. She didn't have she didn't seem to have too many other personal concerns about her functional abilities. So I just wanted to confirm this and assess safety. So I wanted to observe her client in her home and observe her completing some tasks that she would typically do in her home every day. She identified that cooking was important to her, so I wanted to observe her in her kitchen, see her kitchen setup, things like that. She also identified that her dog is very important to her, so I wanted to just observe how she completes some tasks relating to caring for her pet. Again, she seemed to be fairly functional. She didn't express too many personal concerns, but she may benefit again from maybe some adaptive equipment to help her reach for things down below or up above. She had a little bit of trouble of bending over, as you could see in the video, and as well as maybe something to help her carry heavy items, like when she is taking items out of the oven and bringing them to a different spot in her kitchen. But overall, she's using pretty good techniques. She mentioned that she knows not to fill her dog's water dish too full, otherwise that can kind of not work out so well. And you can also see in the video that she uses her walker to transport items that she needs to bring to different locations. Both are very good strategies to use. Yeah, she's doing pretty good.
So next with just kind of like the PT exam with her, I didn't do a subjective exam because some of the time constraints, but some of the main purpose of of our subjective exam is to get to know the patient better. We want to establish why they're seeking care, what their expectations are, and what are their goals or what they want to get back to. We also want to know if they've ever had any kind of PT before or any other kind of therapies, just to kind of get a feel for what they have experienced in the past. Some of the main questions that I would have liked to ask her would be like, what her home setup look like? Like her stairs look like? Does she have any assistive devices? She uses a four-wheeled walker. She has some grab bars in the shower, like she has a stool that she sits on. And yeah, basically what her bathroom setup looks like. And then does she live with anybody and who is her primary caregiver? What are some activities that she's having difficulties with, like transfers, like sit to stands, any bed mobility issues, and activities of daily living. And then I would want to make sure to ask if she's fallen recently, if they're in the past year or any close falls. And if she does fall, is she able to get up? And then if what's her occupation, or if she is retired, what she did do for an occupation, and then if it impacts her work or any sort of like hobbies or anything she likes to do in her free time. And specifically for like MS, you want to make sure you kind of ask about balance, since a lot of MS patients have some balance issues. And we also want to know what her goals are for therapy. So in this video is basically kind of some objective exam materials that I would have done. So I wanted to assess some strengths. So we did 5 times sit to stand testing. We did a general balance kind of screen with walking and head turns, and walking with and walking without head turns, some general muscle strength and motion, and a floor transfer. And usually before any sort of exam, we want to make sure you take vitals, and objective exams can vary a lot based on the patient and what their goals are. And so here's the video of this, our patient. My hand, but you hold it there and don't let me move you. Hold it, hold it, hold it, hold it.
If you get really hard, I'm gonna kick you.
We're gonna do this side now. Up to my hand, good. Try to hold it there. Hold it, hold it, hold it. Good, relax. Next, I want you to push your knees into my hands. Or don't let me push your knees in.
Okay, is that this right?
Yep. Good. Those are strong. Good. Now don't let me push your knees out. Okay. The next one, I want you to kick your leg straight out in front of you. So up to my hand. Good. Don't let me push it down. Good. Now don't let me, I'm going to do the same thing on this leg.
Oh, on this side.
But don't let me pull your leg up to the ceiling this time.
Okay.
So push against my hand. Push. Push. Okay. Now we're going to do the same thing this leg. Kick your leg straight out. Good. Don't let me push it down. Good. Now the same thing. Don't let me, you bend your leg a little bit. Good. Now don't let me straighten it.
Oh, straighten it.
Yep. So leave it a little bent. Don't let me pull it up to the sky. There you go. Good.
You're pulling me off the chair.
And
You're so strong.
and so the last one I'm going to have you do is we're going to look at your ankles. So how far can you point your toes up to the sky? Pretty good. How far can you point them? Down. Down. Good. You got good motion. So now good. Leave your feet here. Point them up to the sky. And don't let me push them down. Okay, how about this side? Good. You have good strength and you have some good motion.
I have some good things.
You want me to look at your upper body too?
Yeah, sure.
Test all of it.
Do you want me to get up?
You can stay right here. So I want you to shrug your shoulders up to your ears and don't let me push them down. Good. Relax. We're going to look at some motion too while we test your strength. So how far can you bring your arms up to the sky? Good. And then how about up to the side? How far up till you can bring them? Good. Good motion. Okay, now good. Now leave your arms straight up to the side. Don't let me push them down. Good. And how about if you put them straight out in front of you? Don't let me push them down. Good. Okay. Next, we're gonna have you bend your arms. Don't let me pull this one arm straight down.
Okay, one minute.
Good. Now don't let me push it towards you. Good. Good. We're gonna do this side. Don't let me pull your arm down. You're gonna pull me over.
Good.
Now don't let me push this arm up to you. Good. Your arm strength looks good too.
Marjorie said I needed arm strength.
Park it. Park. Come over a little bit. All right, so we're just gonna walk straight ahead for this time. You can turn around.
Turn around.
Turn around. I won't make you walk backwards.
Good. Because I'm not good at backwards walking.
And then now this time, I want you, when I tell you to look left, I want you to look left. And when I tell you to look right, I want you to look right. Okay? Good walk. Look left. Keep walking as you do it. And then look to the right. Good. And forward. Good. Go ahead. Stop and turn around.
Big finger there.
That's why we're here. And you let me know when you need a break. We're going to do that one more time.
Okay, do it one more time.
And so We're still gonna do head turns, but this time I want you to look up and down when I tell you to. And try to keep walking as we do it.
Okay.
Okay?
That's the hard part.
Yep. Go ahead and start walking. Look up. Look down. And forward.
Same thing there.
And I know this last time we'll just walk normal, straight back. How was that feeling?
It's okay.
Feels okay? We haven't done this in a while. You need to use the arms. If you don't,
I did use it.
sit that down. That's 1, 2,
3, 4,
1 more.
5.
5, and then back down. Good job. Sit all the way down on the ground on your butt. Good. And now how do you get back up? Good.
I'm up.
You're up. You got down nice. I'm gonna do it again for us.
Is that